How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the corner. I am the DM as always, and today, I want to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows again. Not about this though. I've already talked about that. And there's nothing new. No, I want to talk about this and a internal memo that was leaked. Uh, it's not good. It's really not good. So, Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed until the 14th of February. Now, the reason why this is significant is twofold, or threefold, really. One, February is Black History Month here in America. Now, historically speaking, Black History Month is not something that was recognized or celebrated, really, at least not officially, in France, which is where Ubisoft is located. However, from a few articles that I've managed to find, it seems like it's starting to come over there, and it is starting to be recognized over there. But I'm sure February being Black History Month is absolutely irrelevant. Additionally, February 14th specifically is Valentine's Day. Now, I don't think that necessarily is like intentional, to be fair, that portion. But I do think them waiting to launch this game with a that has a black protagonist, them waiting for Black History Month to launch the game, that's gotta be fucking intentional. I mean, when we have shit like this coming out as like marketing material, there's no way that them choosing to bring it out in February wasn't intentional. So, anyways, over here we say it says that Assassin's Creed Shadow is a dream project for us. Finally, bringing the series to feudal Japan with many features developed with our community in mind, such as parkour or the renewed stealth. Yes, because the community is all about parkour and renewed stealth. Yeah, okay. Brought by new technology, all set in a beautiful and immersive world. Now, I'll give it that. The graphics look good, but that's all. Immersive, I highly doubt it. But I mean, no one's gotten to really play the fucking game yet. So, is it actually immersive? Probably not, but who knows? This is an ambiguous addition to the franchise. Uh, a rich experience that can be lived through the eyes of two unique protagonists. This is an ambitious addition. Yeah, let's not forget about the one that was set in London that had a male and female protagonist. Let's not forget about Odyssey, which had a male and female protagonist. Let's not forget about the last game that had a male and female protagonist. Yeah. Those don't count. Those don't count. This is an ambitious addition, okay, to have a male and female protagonist. Um, but we realize we need more time to polish and refine the experience. Yes, I'm so sure about that. Pushing further some of our key features, like the DEI. Yeah, that's probably it. They're probably changing a whole bunch of white people and other Japanese people to be like black people as well. Or some other DEI nonsense, I bet. As such, we've made the decision to postpone the release date to February 14th, 2025. The game will release on a broad range of platforms, including Steam at launch. Now, here's the funny thing, right? They say a broad range of platforms, but the only one they mention by name is Steam. And the reason why they name Steam by name is because of our Lord and Savior, Gabe Newell. That's why. Because they understand that in order to save this shit, they have to pray for the good mercy and graces of Gabe Newell in order to try and get this shit to fucking sell. Because if they try to make it an exclusive, it would fucking flop harder than Concord. So yeah, let's see. Additionally, pre-orders will all be refunded and all future pre-orders will be granted the first expansion for free. Now, this is something I will admit, I did not expect this. I didn't. I did not expect them to refund all pre-orders and then also give the first expansion away for free. Now, that being said, since we have absolutely no idea what the first expansion could possibly be, given that we've not had a chance to even play the fucking game, that first expansion could be something that adds like 2 hours of fucking gameplay. And that's it. And if that's the case, this is just a fucking smack in the face to everyone that is an Assassin's Creed fan. Um, Continuing, we understand this decision will come as disappointing news to the 5 people excited for this game, especially to those who've been waiting patiently for an Assassin's Creed game inspired by feudal Japan. Here's the thing, I have been, but that was filled by Ghost of Tsushima. I'm just saying. Ghost of Tsushima was an Assassin's Creed game effectively set in feudal Japan. Okay? I mean, you can't, like, it wasn't actually an Assassin's Creed game. Okay? It wasn't. It wasn't tied to the Assassin's Creed lore or anything like that. But Ghost of Tsushima is what Assassin's Creed Shadow should be. And it's not. And now we have Ghosts of Yotai coming out. And now they're announcing, oh yeah, we have to delay this because of we need to polish up some mechanics like our parkour and stealth. Yep. Yep, that's the reason I'm so sure, Ubisoft. Yeah. So anyways, but we sincerely believe that this is in the best interest of the game and ultimately your experience as a player. Now, here's the thing. It is probably in the best interest of the game for them to delay this shit, to try and push its release as far away from this as possible. Because if it came out after this, like a month or two after this shit, this game would not sell any units at all. No one would buy this game. Absolutely fucking no one. Except for like the people who just don't ever look at social media and don't care about anything that anyone is doing. I mean, yeah, Yotai did shock them pretty good. So rest assured, we are looking forward to the moment that you all embark on memorable adventures with Naui and Yasuke. Until then, we thank you for your ongoing support. Mark, Alexis, Kote, something like that. I don't know. On behalf of all teams working on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, they also have this, which is an alternate available image, but as far as I could tell, it's the exact same fucking message and like the exact same fucking picture. So like, I don't even know. But yeah, so this is wild that they're doing this, but it doesn't surprise me because of Ghost of Yotai being announced yesterday at the State of Remaster from Sony. But honestly, if it was just that, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be making this video. No, it's this that got me to pull up OBS and hit the record button. So this is a insider memo that talks about the delay and the news around how underperforming Outlaws is, which everyone saw coming because Outlaws is an absolute fucking utter travesty. So in here it says, "Dear all, we just issued a press release announcing our revised financial targets for the current fiscal year. I wonder why. First, our Star Wars Outlaws initial sales proved softer than expected." This is intentional PR speak. Basically, they're saying that the initial sales are really shit and really low, and the investors aren't happy. Despite solid ratings from players that recognize the game's faithful transcription of the original trilogy's essence and richness. Metacritic is a bought and paid for. PS Store is bought and paid for. Xbox is bought and paid for. Epic is bought and paid for. None of those represent the actual gamers, so all of these scores are absolutely meaningless, and they're just there to try to reassure investors. While players praise the sense of detail and the beauty of the graphics, they only recognize that the graphics are okay. They do not praise the sense of detail, the effectiveness of the reputation system that is utter horseshit, and endearing characters like Nyx. If I'm pretty sure is Nyx Star Wars Outlaws. That's that little like animal thing, right? Yeah. The reason why they say they love Nyx is because it's an adorable, cute little animal that looks like an axolotl. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why they're like, oh, we really like this character, is because it's the only thing in that game that's fucking remotely good. Some also noted areas of improvement the entire game. The development teams are already hard at work at this, focusing on save issues. This should have been ironed out during quality assurance. Stealth mechanics. This again, quality assurance. More frequent quest checkpoints, quality assurance, and better NPC AI. This is something that would have been handled if you had any quality assurance. I'm confident that these updates will significantly improve the player experience by allowing us to deliver honest promises, which it should have done and would have done if you had any quality assurance. And make Star Wars Outlaws a must-play game and a long-term seller. No, it won't. In parallel, the publishing teams and developers are closely collaborating to increase the engagement with the game and boost player acquisition during Black Friday and the holiday season. This is season passes and battle passes and shit. I guarantee that. In today's ultra competitive market, players expect extraordinary experience in ultra polished games on day one. This is absolutely fucking true if you're a big AAA fucking company like Ubisoft. If you're an indie dev, players 100% do not expect extraordinary experiences nor ultra polished games. If you are an indie dev or a developer that is not a part of a AAA game studio, they do not expect this. But if you are part of a AAA game studio, yes, they expect this, because by now you have decades and decades and decades and decades and decades of fucking experience for which that you should be able to draw on to make these things. Continuing, we need to continue to improve when it comes to fine-tuning our games and delivering outstanding gameplay. This is what will enable Ubisoft to again create the best games in the industry. Now, note that he says again create the best games in the industry. That's because Ubisoft used to create some of the greatest games in gaming history, and then they decided that they wanted to appeal to shareholders and investors rather than gamers. And that's where it all went downhill. That's how it kind of goes for all of these big AAA companies. Consequently, we decided to delay Assassin's Creed Shadows to February 14th, 2025. This is because of Ghost of Yotai. The game is already playable and of high quality. No, it's not. And has all of the features the game wanted to integrate into this ambitious experience. Yeah, but they probably didn't actually get to integrate them properly, and they probably all suck. This unusual decision at such an advanced stage is motivated by our desire to offer an optimal experience from launch on all platforms and various PC configurations, and to remove the small frictions we typically used to address in post-launch title updates. Oh, you mean like, let's see, terrible NPC AI, save issues, terrible stealth mechanics, and infrequent quest checkpoints to the degree of having to basically restart the entire quest? Yes, I agree. And also, yes, this is an unusual decision for a game that's so close to launch. This is typically almost unheard of. But especially from today's AAA developers. But yeah, we will also use the extra time to complement the experience with a few high impact secondary quests that will bring even more memorable moments. Now, here's the thing: I don't like this because now they're going to be creating whole new quests for the game at the end of development, which means they're not going to have time to properly test them. Not that they have any amount of quality assurance to begin with. So this right here, they should not be doing. You should not be introducing new quests that are supposed to be high impact, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean, this late into development. It's just not this shouldn't even be a thought on your mind. Additionally, as a result of listening to player feedback on other topics, our new releases, starting with Assassin's Creed Shadow, will be available on Steam on launch day, in addition to being available on first parties, Epic, and Ubisoft stores. The entire reason they're launching on Steam is because if they didn't, the game would flop. Also, we are currently rethinking our season pass model for our upcoming games. This is bad news. For Assassin's Creed Shadows, all players will have access to the game at the same time. That is good news. And those who have pre-ordered the game will get the first expansion for free. What is the first expansion? We don't know. They don't know. They have no way of knowing because the game's not even out yet. Beyond the first important short-term actions that I've outlined above, the company's top management will focus on accelerating the improvement of our production, communication, and publishing practices and processes in close collaboration with all these teams, and with the objective to put players at the heart of all our decisions. You mean like it used to be? We will regularly update you on the progress we are making. Now, here's the thing. If this right here was true, this wouldn't be an internal memo. This would have been a statement on your official Ubisoft account. It wasn't. Therefore, this is not true at all. Lastly, I'd like to address the recent polarized coverage of our creative choices. They're talking about this. This right here. That's what they're talking about. Right here. We are an entertainment company. As such, our objective is not to endorse any specific agenda. That's a lie. Why do you have a DEI department if this is not true? Our mission has always been to entertain players and enrich their lives with original and memorable experiences that resonate with the global audience. If this is true, why are you saying that this game is supposed to be historical? Why are you trying to make this game be something that it's not if this is true? The reason why is because you have DEI department that makes you focus all of your game's attention on agendas focused on people who don't play your games. This right here is an utter fucking lie. This setback should not discourage us, but serve as learning experience and drive us to act even more quickly. More than ever, let's continue to believe in our ability to bounce back while approaching the challenges we faced with lucidity and determination. I would like to thank you for your commitment and to reiterate my confidence in your collective ability to surpass and meet the expectations of a growing number of passionate players in the long term. Here's the thing. He's putting all of the work and all of the blame on the development team. The development team is not entirely to blame. Just like Concord, I'm going to emphasize this for those dumb fucks that seem to just blame the developers with a blanket statement that says all the developers are to blame. Y'all are fucking retarded. Full stop. So he's trying to basically put all of it on the developers. This is entirely false. It is on Mr. Wives. Yes, I intentionally said it that way. I have absolutely no respect for this man. This is on Wives and his DEI department. And the fact that they have decided that instead of, putting the players first, right? Instead of doing that, they have decided for a very long time to put stockholders and investors above them. And recently putting DEI idiots and internet historians who don't actually know a damn thing about the history of Japan. I mean, I know more about fucking Japan, and I'm a filthy American. Okay. Yeah. So this entire statement, remember, was an internal memo that Mr. Wives did not want to actually say to the public, because if he did, he would have put it on the official Ubisoft account, or even better, on his own main Twitter account, which he did not do. He released it as an internal memo, and that is it. So yeah, wild shit coming from Mr. Wives. And the last thing I want to say before I wrap up this video is this right here. So this was announced 10 days ago, and this is how I know that it was Ghosts of Yotai that made that. Well, that and this that made them decide to delay it because they proudly touted on their official Assassin's Creed Twitter account that it's just 2 months away 10 days ago. If it wasn't for the Ghosts of Yotai and the enormous backlash that this caused, it would still be releasing in this 2 month time frame. So yeah, that's all I've got to say for this video. Thank you all for coming to my corner. I've been the Deem as always. If you liked the video, hit like, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, hit dislike, leave a comment, let me know why. And I will see you all next time.